If you want to be noticed in Berlin, you have to come up with something special, like a water ballet to open a trade fair. Now that's how to sell fashion. Karl-Heinz Müller is an old hand in this business. The trade fair manager brought the bread and butter trade show for selected brands back to Berlin. It presents fashions for the young and the young at heart. He's not sorry he's returned.
Paris and London and Milan all conjure up associations. In Paris, it's the big hat and the Hermes bag. But Berlin is a clean slate. And many professionals in the field told us back then that it wouldn't work, said it wouldn't be any good. But those responsible, the owners and managers in our industry, said, Karl-Heinz, you're right. Let's go to Berlin.
Since then, bread and butter has grown continuously. This year, it has around 600 exhibitors. Preparations continue till the last minute. In his studio, fashion designer Kilian Kerner and an assistant are putting the finishing touches on a sleek black gown. The suspense mounts before the big presentation. Kerner will be showing his new collection on Friday. His business has flourished with the growth of the Berlin Fashion Week, and he now employs almost 20 people. The catwalk in Berlin is crucial to his plans.
Of the people who come to the shows now, 70 or 80% of them are favorably impressed, and they buy the collections. More and more of them come every year. At the first shows, you saw maybe 4 buyers. Now we have 40 or 50 registrations, and that really shows what's going on.
When Kilian found a willing investor, he acquired the backing he needed to open his own shop in the trendy Hackische Höfe neighborhood in the middle of Berlin. Rents here are high, so a shop has to draw lots of customers. The Berlin Fashion Week lures more than 100,000 visitors to the capital. And these guests spend more money than most. They leave behind a total of 60 million euros in the city. That's good for retailers, politicians, and taxi drivers. Like Vasilios Tselidis, he's a big fan of the Fashion Week. Business in January is always slow before the start of the event, but then things boom. The taxi driver's turnover rises about 30% while it's going on.
Fashion Week means good business every year. These people always take taxis. 80% of them are young. So when the trade fair closes at 6 in the evening, our business continues. These people always have something to celebrate.
There are plenty of places to go out in the capital. But this restaurant in an old back courtyard factory will be open only for a short time. It was set up just in time for Fashion Week. Owner Klaus-Peter Koffler says that its impermanence makes the location even more attractive. On opening night, the first guests have already arrived, even before everything is in place. Koffler has invested well over 100,000 euros in the temporary restaurant. The investment is worthwhile only because he has sponsors.
We've installed everything, the entire infrastructure, the kitchen, the heating, the electricity, and of course in such a short time it won't pay for itself. But the idea of Pret a Dîner is that you go to places where you normally wouldn't eat, where you couldn't drink and normally couldn't go at all.
Things are really hopping in the kitchen. Formal dinners in 2 sittings. 260 guests have already made reservations. For Klaus-Peter Koffler, it's all an image campaign. In Berlin, he's showing what he can do, and word is certain to get around.